Welcome. This is James Green's English Classroom Board of Directors meeting, July 8th, 2022. And I'm changing my name to reflect that I am the head teacher and chair of the meeting. Would someone post the announcement that our board of directors meeting is starting in Discord, Telegram, and WhatsApp? You got that? Great.
I can do that on Discord, general channel. If you
Great.
want to.
And I'm going to just take a look at the Discord Board of Directors agenda channel. I don't see any agenda items. Although I see an item related to me in the regular channel that might be moved to the agenda. And I don't see any information about the other board members. So I see Ahmed, Mukhtar, Nelly are here, and I don't have any information about Claudette, Fatime, and Mohammed Ejbara. So let's start.
James, if you need me to co-host, I need to join with two different mobile devices. If you don't need me to co-host, then it's fine. I can join only with one.
I don't need
device.
you to co-host.
Great.
What I would love to have a secretary though for our meeting. And Mohammed Ejbara is usually the secretary. I wonder if somebody would like to do a substitute secretary.
I don't mind to do that unless I know what I'm expecting.
I'll tell you what it is. It's
Fine.
really just managing the agenda and
Right.
taking
Yeah.
notes if you feel inspired. The video is a record of our conversation, so you don't have to take detailed notes, but something that might just summarize any decisions or key points that are useful for someone who did not attend the meeting and might want to know just the key points of what we're working on.
The point is that I haven't seen anything written about the points for today's agenda except mine and Ahmed's, I guess.
Two different things.
Yes.
One would be the agenda plan. The other would be as it whatever comes up, because there might be some unexpected things that come up that we would like to note have had happened. Things we planned to happen and things that had happened.
Yeah, right. Fine. Okay.
All right. So let's start by taking agenda items. Would anybody like to add anything to the agenda?
This is Nelly from Germany, and I would like to add policies about teachers where, from the teacher coordination group, like where we have conversations and what we do about how to reduce the rate of canceled classes. Possibly talk about that.
You're taking a note of that, right, Mukhtar?
Yeah.
Great. Any other agenda items?
One minute.
Let me just remind.
Everyone.
I'm going to remind you, George, that this is open to silent participation from non-board members. I'm going to mute you, Kasim. So it's open to silent observation by non-board members, and for the first hour, and then in 1 hour we'll invite the public in to talk together. Back to the board. Other agenda items? All right. I'm guessing silence means no other agenda items. You're talking to me in chat, Ahmed. Could you? Oh,
No, just I think you need to send the agenda on the Discord. I send you just.
Let me read this. I don't know what you're posting. If it's possible, I'd like to add this. Is it possible to replace the word students with learners?
That's mine. That's mine.
Oh,
Not Ahmed's, but Ahmed suggested something about if the members of the board can fill in the gaps during call Zoom.
well, if you already know the item, Mukhtar.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so I don't know where you got it, but that's fine. You
It's
can
in
just,
the board of directors. Ahmed shared it in the board of directors already.
not the agenda channel, but
No,
just the
not the
board of directors. And he shared it just now.
For me, I can't send anything on the board of director agenda. Just in the board of director public, send the item and the Muhammad Ijbara collection the agenda and send on the board of director agenda page.
Thank you for reminding me that the only person who has access to the agenda channel is the secretary. That's helpful to remind me. Thank you. Okay.
Yes.
So that this is a kind of a issue of the secretary. So the thank you. Any other agenda items? Okay. If anything comes up, feel free to let the secretary and me know. Let's go to work. Let's join in what we have in common, play to integrate our differences for the purpose of organizing James Green's English classroom. Who would like to start?
Well, just one more clarification, because I'm just I've just gone to the board of directors agenda. There is only one point shared by Muhammad on the maybe a few points on the 1st of July. So I guess this is it's not for this. It was for the last meeting, not for today's meeting. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Mukhtar,
I
don't know either. See,
Yeah.
that's the work of the secretary would be to kind of determine were there items that were unfinished that need to move to today's agenda? Were there items in the discussion in the channel that need to get moved to the agenda? I don't know. I haven't done that work, so I don't know. If you want to do that now, that's great. If not, if you just want to go with what has come up here, I'm fine with that too.
Right, done. So I'm afraid I can't do that now. We can just start.
Yeah, that's fine. So that's what I said. Whatever somebody would, whatever item people would like to come in to start with, please go ahead.
Okay, this is Nelly, and I would like to talk about onboarding new teachers. And Yeah. I have had some private oh, there's a new teacher in the waiting room. Yeah, I've had some private conversations with new teachers, and it's natural because not so many people use the app Discord to reach out to somebody via other ways of communication. But what I would like to have is that we just support teachers to join Discord, work with them to join Discord, and then have a conversation with them on Discord. And also, because Discord is big and there's lots of traffic there, I would propose that we, or the teacher coordinators, they schedule like an interview or appointment where maybe just 15 minutes or something, where they intend to really work focused together with a potential new teacher, someone who's interested in teaching in the group, and answers the questions on Discord in the group. That would be my desire. what would make most sense to me to do that. And I think there's nothing which could stop us to do that, but there might be other opinions about that in the group, so in the board of directors or the head teacher. So I'd like to know if anyone wants to speak on that as well. Anyone else?
Nelly, I just want to make a small comment. I understand that to be a topic of teacher coordination, and I'm understanding teacher coordination to be like a subcommittee, because I think me, you, Ahmed, and Claudette have been working on that. So I just want you to know, and I want the group to know, the way I like to think about this is that a subcommittee would do some work and then inform the rest of the board of directors. As doing this with you, Nelly, I know that we haven't really done that. So we can just talk about it here. But moving forward, I'd like to, rather than having our subcommittee conversations here, I think it could make it more effective to have it outside and then bring it to this meeting. Back to the group.
This is Ahmed. Before I share my opinion about the private conversation with the teacher, I wanted to, Mr. Green, you must be laughing. I think you were annoyed today. Maybe some conversation make you is annoyed. Just you, before everything, you must be smiling, you know. So about my the private conversation, I think first of all, is very normal when you speak the teacher in the private. You know, every teacher don't have the Discord. You required that first of all you speak with the teacher and invited him to join the Discord. I know that. I have some confused. What do you mean private conversation? What's goal from the private conversation? Private conversation, I think that is very normal. Maybe, you know, for me, I don't catch any message from Discord. You just maybe the coordinations process required to before he started classes, maybe the schedule is the changed, you know. Maybe I think that is very normal. Maybe, but I have some confused. What do you mean the private message or the teacher? Maybe
Ahmed, yeah. So I don't want to answer that question right now. As somebody doing teacher coordination, I think that could take up a whole hour of the board meeting, and I'd rather bring that to a discussion of teacher coordination. How we as a group of people coordinating teachers want to engage with the teachers and invite them in. And you have a different proposal or a question than what Nelly is saying. Nelly has one idea of doing it, and Ahmed, you have a different way of doing it. And we could talk about that here. Personally, I don't want to. I think that could really monopolize our time.
I mean, the process for the coordination with the teacher. Maybe Nelly tell me that something, I tell the teacher. That's process. I am right, Nelly? The process for the coordination teacher, you tell me something, I tell the teacher.
Nelly, you want to answer that?
Well, I see the value in moving that discussion to a different meeting.
Okay, you don't want to answer that.
Because Mokhtar, Mokhtar and Fatime are not directly involved in that process. So yeah.
Are you okay, Ahmed, if we have that conversation outside of the board of directors meeting?
Okay.
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 Back to the group.
Claudia from Mexico. I know that this week I have been a little bit absent. And first of all, I want to apologize for that because my role for being here is to get involved in everything. And I have missed many things, so I feel like a little lost right now. But I was thinking, so at night when I go to sleep and I just want to participate more. I want to get more involved in the board of directors, and I want to know what is my role, okay? And I want to figure out myself because I have seen that as a student, as a member, as being there, there is a lot of frustration how people, they don't get very well involved with the stuff. And they feel like a lot of anxiety. Oh, there is a lot of noise here right now. I want to go back to the group and then later I have the opportunity to talk again. Yes, because there's a lot of noise right now in my environment. Yes, okay, back to the group. Thank you.
I'm just going to reflect you, Claudette, which is that I heard you say you want to be more involved. You feel a little lost because you've been absent from a lot this week.
That's right.
And I just have a clarification, if I could ask. You said there's a lot of frustration for not being involved. You're frustrated about not having a chance to be more involved?
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
Thank you. Okay.
I wanted, like Ahmed wanted to get more involved about this part, and I want to be in my full part in the position, but right now many things happen around me, and so I want to apologize first of all of that moment. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Back to the group.
Great. Anybody want to bring up another agenda item? Since we've tabled the one about teacher coordination.
I have 6 points here. I mean, shall we wait till we see if there are other points? But because I have 6 points here in the list.
I never wait for anybody.
Yeah,
so,
fine. Yeah. Okay.
You asked.
Shall we start with number one?
Mokhtar,
yeah, I did.
You asked.
Yeah.
If you want to know, I'll tell you. I don't wait for anybody. I don't know what the 6 items are. I am going to go look at the agenda channel, assuming that's where they are. They're not there. I don't know where they are.
The board of directors.
They're on your piece of paper.
The
they're on your
board of
piece of-
directors. Yeah, I just took notes from the board of directors. They are written, and some of them are included by myself, and
Is-
I wrote
Mukhtar.
about them. For example, yeah,
Mukhtar, is
Yeah.
there a way that could we get those 6 points in the group somehow? You have 6 agenda items. Could you bring them maybe? Is it? I understand it's easier to write sometimes. Is it? Can you type them in?
they are already in the board of directors. In
I
the
don't
channel
see
of
them.
board of
I
directors.
don't
Not the agenda. Not the agenda.
That's what I want. That's what I want. The agenda.
Okay, I'm going to move them to the agenda if I can, because I'm not sure if I have this
He can't
ability.
write there. He doesn't have the Discord permissions to write.
That's
that
fine.
way.
That's fine. Just for the time being, just throw them in the board of directors channel. Just so we.
They
or-
are already there. Yeah, I'm going to
They're
share
not.
them.
They're not there at the end. They're not there at the end like a list of 6 points. You've taken them. Somebody, if they want to know the agenda, they would have to go into the channel and search for them, and there wouldn't be the same ones necessarily that you have, because you have, as the secretary, you have decided these are what we've got. So what I'm asking is if you could take those 6 points and write them somewhere, either in Zoom chat or Discord or anywhere, so we can see them.
Yeah, I'm going to repost them in the board of directors.
Great.
I've already started. Yeah.
Great. And I'm gonna eat some watermelon while you're doing that. Please don't feel the need to wait for
Yeah.
me or for Mukhtar.
Okay, done. I'm simply going to add Ahmed's suggestion about filling the gaps.
Is there a way that we could identify each agenda item to the person who brought it? I see that the
I
They're
can
just-
do that. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to see. Okay, Nelly already.
we
Yeah,
have
you
some
missed that part.
we have some competition now for the role of
Yeah, I'm going
secretary.
to. Yeah, maybe Nelly is better at doing that. I'd like that she continue doing that. Yeah, because
no,
I'm still
no.
learning. I'm still learning. Anyway, I have them written here in my piece of paper. So if you like, we can start with Nelly's point about how to reduce tension in the classrooms.
Okay, let's see. Nelly, would you like to start with your point of how to reduce tension in the classroom?
That's my point.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
I wasn't aware of that. No,
Okay.
that's not my point.
It
Okay.
is.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah,
Whoa,
just
whoa,
teasing.
Oh, okay. Mukhtar, do you want to check the
Yeah, of course.
channel and see whose point that is?
No, it's not written here, but I guess Nelly has just
No.
mentioned it.
No.
It's not.
No.
It's not in the
No.
list.
Nelly just told you it's not her point, so cross it out.
Then let's forget about it.
Okay.
The next point is Ahmed's suggestion about maybe about how members of the board of directors can fill the gaps for in Zoom calls or in Zoom calls when a lesson is maybe.
Ahmed, would you like to talk about that? Is that your point?
I suggestion 2 points. Number one, to speak about the board of director to support the class when you have the empty hour. This number one. Number two, you discuss about the put the rules for the student, the committed with the instruction and respected every teacher when you wanted to teach the class. This my point. Just
Let me see.
Yeah,
Your first point is whether how board of directors can support the group in their spare time.
yes, when you have the empty time, you must a little time you have the 1 hour. You in available. Maybe the board. I suggestion this point in the next week. We put the schedule for the board of directors to teach the class. You know.
Oh, you would like the board of directors to teach classes.
Yes, exactly. We
In
put
case-
the schedule
Mukhtar,
every day.
could you let Ahmed talk?
Sure.
So we put the schedule for the board of director to teach the class every day. You know.
No, I
Maybe
don't
when-
know. Sorry, I don't know what you mean. How is this different than teachers teaching and how we're coordinating teachers to teach?
Just like today, you have the 1 hour. You know, we have the 2
Do you-
hour is empty. you
Oh,
know?
I know that there's nothing scheduled for some time. Yeah. Now, and you would like them to come in without a schedule to teach.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
We have the empty time. So, for example,
But
you have
but as the teacher coordinator, I'm telling you, I don't want that. I don't want the spontaneous. I don't want classes to be popping up and disappearing without any rhyme or reason. I want a week's advance notice. I want, if there's going to be an activity, I want us to know about it at least a week in advance so that other people can also know about it. Now, maybe you're suggesting to just simply have members of the board of directors do things and schedule a week in advance. I'm not following you, Ahmed.
my point, my teacher. So we have maybe sometime, someday, we teach the class 1 hour in this day, you know. When you put the schedule for the board of director to teach the class, maybe this member, when you come to the class, you can take over and pass over the call for 2 hours. We're teaching the call 3 hours in the day. This is my point. When I mean put the schedule, I mean the support the call. I think you have another work is not enable maybe every day to 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours.
Ahmed,
That's my point.
Ahmed, Are you saying you want to schedule the co-hosts who overlap with the teachers?
Yes.
We have co-hosts or hosts who are there at the same time as teachers. Are you saying you want to schedule who will co-host when?
I don't catch what you speak.
Okay. When we have a teacher, we always have a host, a Zoom host.
Yes.
Are you saying you want to know who is the Zoom host for each teacher?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Yes, you're saying yes.
Yes.
Now, I still don't understand because you also said that there is a gap sometimes when there's no one teaching. And that to me sounds like you want the teacher coordinating the schedule to fill the gap. So we don't have a class at 9 o'clock and then a class at 12 o'clock with empty space in between, but you'd like somehow to make the activity go through.
Exactly.
Okay,
This
so
is my
that's
point. That's
okay.
That's my point. I wanted to the board of director supporting the call, make the not empty time between the call. This is my point.
Okay.
You know?
This is Claudette from Mexico.
Go ahead, Claudette.
And I agree. I totally agree with Ahmed. Definitely, yes. I think it's a good idea about doing that. Definitely, yes. We have Fatima, we have Kaka, and maybe Ahmed wants to join and give a class, probably. Yes, that's what is your intention, Ahmed, or what is about that? Because it's very easy to put them in practice, right? It's very easy to bring ideas, but who's going to be in charge? Who's going to be controlling? Who's going to be taking that role? So that is my question about that, Ahmed.
Well, I understand this as an issue of teacher coordination.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
I understand that there are teachers on the board of directors and that it might make sense to invite people from the board of directors to make it sustainable, to fill all of the gaps that might come up and all of the schedules that we might have. I don't only want to invite the few teachers on the board of directors. I want to invite all the teachers, and I would like the teachers, I like when we're coordinating the teacher schedules to keep that in mind, that we are attempting to create a block for the day, not just all over the day coming in, off, on, off, on, off, on, but a block for the day, so that when the teachers are coordinating the schedule, they're kind of thinking to link. So we've got, it starts, with the main daily call, and then people are coming, they're going to link it either before or after. You want to teach a class? Well, you've got to link it to the beginning or the end of a call that we already have scheduled, and then we build the block. And that's how we have a block when we schedule as teacher coordinators. And then if we have cancellations, which are out of our control, we work to get a substitute in for that missing block. Or we cancel the classes that are disconnected from the block. Or we just stop the call and start it again. But that's primarily a task, I believe, of the teacher coordinators who are making the schedule for the daily class. Back to the group.
May I say something related to this? I've had a mind read that, like Ahmed has just said, that as members of the board of directors, we are in charge of trying to guarantee that we have a regular Zoom call, daily regular Zoom call, maybe from 1 p.m., maybe until 5 p.m., with no gaps. And bearing this in mind, I started, well, I suggested one lesson for myself as a teacher about related to the reading group. And I was thinking about it as a weekly lesson that I don't need to reschedule it every week, as it is a weekly lesson on Friday at 5:30 p.m. Then I found out, for example, that I couldn't do that this week because of the new policy of that I should wait. Maybe I couldn't give more than 2 sessions a week. Then I should wait, and Nelly told me that the
Mukhtar?
first time, yeah.
Why have you created that policy?
It's not.
You,
yeah,
excuse me, Mukhtar, excuse me.
Yeah.
The teacher coordinators created that policy. That's true. The teacher coordinators are part of the board of directors. In a way, I understand the board of directors is delegating policymaking to the teacher coordinators. Now, I'm directly involved in this. I asked you, Mukhtar, what you'd like the policy to be, and I didn't get a response back from you. So you're bringing this in again. You're saying
I guess I did.
Oh,
Yeah,
what is the policy that you would like for hosting teachers? How often would you like teachers to be able to host a class?
Right. I thought that, for example, as the aim, let's say the aim of the group is to guarantee a daily Zoom call, let's say from 1 p.m. till maybe 5 or 6 p.m.
No, I don't know where you.
It's a mind read.
Well,
yeah, I said it was my mind
Mukhtar,
read, and yeah.
That's it's just never been true, right? There's never been a definite Zoom call for 4 or 5 hours. There have been calls that have been longer, sometimes shorter. And I don't guarantee that there is a 5-hour or 4-hour class.
Or even fewer. It's fine with fewer, but at least with no gaps. Maybe if, for example, we
do not admit that person, and do not admit Cyrillic charactered names in for now.
Oh, I see. May I say something about this point about the Russians are trying to?
Oh, no. Let's not go off on a tangent. Let's stay with this topic of policy for teachers.
Yeah.
Mukhtar, would you like to coordinate teachers with us, or do you just want to would you like to give some recommendations to us who are coordinating teachers? You want teachers to teach more classes. See,
yeah, I want the group. This is what I'd like the group to do. I'd like the group to guarantee a daily Zoom call of a fixed time. Let's say maybe 3 sessions a day.
Well,
then with no gaps.
Excuse me. Hold on. I already do guarantee a daily Zoom call for 1 hour.
Yeah, this is for
now
you.
No, this is not for me. This is for the whole group.
I'm just saying you're doing your part of the job. You can't do everything by yourself. So there are other teachers that can do that as well. I mean, in addition to your sessions, there are sometimes gaps. We can think of other sessions, other teachers. Yes,
Mukhtar, your proposal to me is too vague because you already said maybe. You said maybe for 3 hours, and I would like to know a clear proposal. If you want to guarantee something, I want to clearly know what you want to guarantee.
Okay, I want to guarantee a fixed number of sessions every day.
For how long? Because we already have that.
We can discuss this. I mean,
no, we are discussing it right now, Mukhtar.
We can discuss it right now. We don't
Mukhtar.
Yeah.
I'm asking you a direct question, and you don't have an answer, and that's fine. I don't want you to put your proposal on somebody else. I don't want.
Yeah, I can't. Okay, go on. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I don't want you to put your proposal on someone else. This is your proposal. I want you to own it. You want to put it out there as a kind of brainstorm, like, fine. It's absolutely related to what Ahmed is talking about.
Here is the point. Here is the point. Instead of having maybe one day we have 3 sessions, another day we have only 2, some other day we have 4, let's make sure that, for example, we guarantee, let's say 3 sessions a day. Then we make sure that we schedule the sessions regarding this point, that we schedule the sessions in a way that we guarantee 3 or 4 sessions a day. So that
Mukhtar,
as a result,
Mukhtar,
everybody knows that.
Mukhtar.
Yeah.
If nobody shows up, are you going to show up for 4 hours?
I did. No, not for 4 hours.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
If no one shows up for what you would like to guarantee, will you guarantee 4 hours of class a day?
I tried to do that.
No.
Yeah, this is my answer. Just this, I mean, why
try is not good enough. Try is not good enough. I want to know that you. I want to know that you're going to.
I haven't finished.
No, because
just
no.
give me little.
No, I will not. No. This is serious. This is a serious.
I'm very serious. I'm very serious about this point.
I'm sorry, but I don't think so.
Yeah, maybe if you let me finish, you can see how serious I am, and I've been.
Well, I asked you a question. I'm not getting a clear answer. That's what makes me say to myself, you're not serious.
You want me to say yes.
No, I want you to understand my point.
Yeah. You said, okay, let me see if I got you right.
You couldn't, because I haven't finished it. You couldn't know what my point is because I haven't finished my thought. You keep interrupting me.
Yeah, and I can't wait. Okay, sorry.
So,
go ahead.
Okay. So my point is, if anyone here would like to make a proposal which guarantees something, I want to know that they're guaranteeing for themselves that they're at least going to bottom line doing it. Because that's what excuse me, I haven't finished. Go ahead. If you wanna tell me your point now, I'm gonna not bring mine up. I will wait until you're done. Go ahead, Mukhtar.
I'm sorry.
No,
just go ahead.
Mukhtar, you already said that. Again, I am telling you, when I guarantee that there is a class for 1 hour every day, I'm telling you that I'm going to show up. And I'll tell you right now that there are members of the board who do not show up for my daily class. Totally fine, because I don't ask anyone to do that. I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm telling you, I will, come hell or high water. Come hell or high water, I am there for 1 hour.
Guaranteed.
And that is not an easy thing to do for 1 hour every day. So if you're going to tell me that you would like to do something similar, which guarantees something, I need to know that similarly, come hell or high water, you will be there. Otherwise, you're asking other people to do what you will not do, and that is not sustainable. Can somebody tell me what I said?
Soldier from Iraq.
Excuse me, Aso, it's just members of the board. We're going to invite you in 15 minutes.
Okay.
I'd like to say what I heard.
Definitely.
You're saying that you are guaranteeing 1 class, 1 hour per day, that you will be there. Whatever else happens in your personal life, you vote to be here. And if Mukhtar has the proposal to guarantee more than that 1 hour, you want him to make that same agreement, that if some other teacher is planned for that hour or 3 hours or so, and that teacher doesn't show up, you want Mukhtar to be ready to really say, yes, I will be there
It's not, yeah, thank you. It's not that what I want. That's for me the meaning of guaranteeing it. I'm not asking Mukhtar to guarantee anything. I'm
No,
not
it's
asking.
fine. Can I
Excuse
answer
me,
that?
no, Mukhtar, no, because I'm getting understood right now by Nelly. So hold on, Mukhtar. Nelly, I'm not asking Mukhtar or anyone to guarantee anything. I want to get on the same page about the meaning of guaranteeing anything.
So you hear Mukhtar talk about guaranteeing something, and you have a definition, an understanding of the word guaranteeing, and you want to have the same understanding that, or you want to work with Mukhtar on having the same understanding of the word guarantee.
Thank you, Nelly. Over to you.
I'd like to finish my idea if you don't mind, because I haven't finished.
Well,
I'd like
that's the way I'd like to work, Mukhtar, is rather than just speaking without listening to others, I'd like us to work where the person who understands or works to understand gets the floor. And that is Nelly right now, Mukhtar. So I'd like you to hold on. Over to you, Nelly.
Yeah, I just want to say that I personally am not ready to guarantee anything else than the 1 hour per week, which I'm teaching and which which is not connected to James's hour directly. It's at a time of day which works for me personally. So that's what I'm guaranteeing to contribute, but nothing more. Anyone else?
I also can guarantee 1 session per week, but not more.
Hold on just 1 second, Fatima. So Mukhtar, now if you're going, you're kind of going, you're retreating, Nelly has ended. Would you come in now?
The problem is if, I needed some time to finish my idea, and if I'm, half ideas wouldn't work. I mean, I was saying that it was a mind read of myself, and now I'm suggesting this to the group. There isn't only me, there are 5 or 6 of us. We can discuss that now. I'm saying that this is what I think. I think that as as member of the board of directors, we should, and this is what I think, we should do our best to guarantee a fixed number of sessions every day. Now, if so, I wanted to speak about what I've been doing from my part to cover as much time as I can. Then I was interrupted. One, I started already giving a lesson a week. Then unfortunately, I found out that I wasn't able to do that weekly, that I needed to wait till the 22nd of July, and that there is a policy for people new teachers giving lesson, they have to wait after the second lesson for some time. And I was frustrated by this. I was disappointed by this myself. I was also planning another lesson for speaking activities with breakout rooms. And I talked to other teachers to co-host it with me. And I was thinking about this to start this week. Then I found out that I can give 2 sessions a week because of the policy of the group. I was also talking to another member of the group to co-host together a weekly session on idioms. So I was doing my best to contribute to this goal. Then I found out that I couldn't do that, and this is why I asked about the policy of, the long-term goal of the group, so that I can understand. Maybe I've been working on my own mind readers all this time. I missed lots of things. Maybe I should ask first. So this is my point. Back to the group.
Fatima?
Yes. I think I just want to summarize first, Mukhtar, that he just want to propose or suggest to the board of directors if they can to manage more session in a week, maybe to help the group to running in a better way. But me as a board of director, I can guarantee one session in a week, not daily. It's really difficult for me. I can be a co-host for 2 hours in a day, but not teaching because it needs a lesson plan for me. I can just host an open conversation whenever I'm free and I'm available, but I cannot guarantee it every day or on daily basis, but weekly, it's okay. And I can, if I need to cancel my class, I can inform it 1 week before, but we can maybe suggest for all of the teaching group this proposal. If someone can guarantee, this is great, but we cannot talk for other people or other teachers. We don't know how they think. I can talk just for myself, that what can I guarantee for the group, for my teaching, or for my role as a board of director here.
Well, that's the key. That's the key.
Yeah.
See, you're mixing together your teacher and your board of director role as if they're the same thing, and that's not going to work.
Yes, sometimes I really mix all the roles. Yeah.
Because I may be the head teacher, but I hope that you would not accept me going into another teacher's class as a student and then taking over the class and saying, well, now I'm the head teacher, so I'm just going to take over your class. And in the same way, I would like members of the board of directors to if they're teaching, to kind of follow the same policies as we're asking other teachers in the group to do. Otherwise, what are we planning? What are we giving any policy to teachers for? So Mukhtar and Fatima, you're talking about carrying the weight of the group on your shoulders as teachers, but we don't ask the teachers in this group to do that. So I don't know why you're asking yourselves to do that as teachers. That doesn't seem sustainable to me.
No,
I want to.
Not as a teacher, as a board of director. One session as a teacher is different. One session as a board of director, I can help the group and guarantee to host the session as open conversation.
Yeah.
Just,
as a teacher, you're doing that as a teacher, because that's what I have invited other teachers to do. Now,
two roles, board
well,
of director and teacher together at the same time.
Well, yeah. Again, so I would ask you, Mukhtar, if you're interested in changing the policy for how we coordinate teachers, would you talk with me, Ahmed, Claudette, and Nelly? Would you join our work to coordinate teachers rather than working on your own to try to come up with a different policy?
Fair enough. I'd like to.
Yeah, me
Great.
too. Yeah,
Great.
me too. Yes, this is Claudette from Mexico, and I see that Nelly was doing a lot of hard work just recruiting the teachers, and me myself, I say I need to follow you, and I found really complicated, to be honest, because there are some some teachers that they want to give classes and they feel very enthusiastic, but then at the end, when they have the steps, they just cancel classes and they don't feel like, for different reasons. And that is very frustrating because you're doing a lot of hard work, Nelly, and then not appearing in the class. We don't have any success at the end of the week or at that programming classes, you know, and it's something like if I am going to be working with one teacher and then comes the hour and there's not going to be appearing there, I would feel like very disappointed. First of all, because I feel like I'm not doing a good work, and I wouldn't like to feel like that way. So that's what I just stop a little bit, trying to work with other people, teachers, and let's make it like Mohammed. I really like about the idea that being more spontaneously, probably not to not forcing people, because I wouldn't like to do that. Even for me, like forcing me to give a class every day and having that opportunity to give a class, but forcing me is like, I would not like that idea. Okay, Mohammed. So we have to be very careful because it's very easy to say, but to
You mean Mokhtar? Do you mean Mokhtar? You said Mohammed.
Mokhtar, right? Mokhtar, yeah, yeah. Because we are here teachers, and we feel like the necessity to continue for 3 or more than 2 hours every day, and I need to think about that. I would like to give a grammar class, a vocabulary class, many classes, because I have the feel and I have the feeling to do that. And but I need to find the right time, and I want just to discuss that with you, if you are interested in to participate in that way. Maybe we can be 2 teachers at the same time, and then says, okay, if I cannot be in that hour, so I have a replacement, you know, because sometimes issues happen. And Mokhtar, I would like to join with that kind of planning. I know that is very beautiful, and that project to continue with the group, because we see about 30 members. Ahmed and I feel like that way, because we're co-hosting every day, and then see the people and says we have to stop, and that is very disappointing at that point, because we are expecting to have another hour or to learn more, or maybe they didn't have the time to participate and talk in the class. So I for example, Rosa from Mexico, she is here, and then asking in the chat, it says, may I talk? And be very seriously in the way that people can participate, because they are here and we don't want them to just go away. Yeah. And we want to give the best, because my passion is to give classes and be a teacher. So I really would like that they feel happy with the classes. And if I can have the opportunity to continue in giving my little grain in this platform, I would be very happy to help. Back to the group.
Any last? Go ahead, Nelly.
Yeah.
Oh, so both of you would like to talk? Would you like to come up with a criteria? Who would go first? For what reason?
Nelly first.
For what reason?
Because I was going to suggest to wrap up with this point and come up with a decision so that we can move to the other points. So if she has something to say about this, the point of filling the gaps, because we've been discussing one point so far. So if Nelly has to say something, to add something, it's fine. Otherwise, we have to come up with a decision about this point so that we can move on.
Nelly, do you accept that reason?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say that I value sustainable growth a lot. And I see what James has been doing as exceptional, being there for hours and teaching. And I don't see that another teacher or even board members can just jump in and do a similar thing.
Take part in it, Nelly. Take part in it. Not do the similar thing.
Excuse me.
Help.
Excuse me. Nelly.
Yeah.
Nelly, don't get distracted.
Okay. I thought, yeah. It's just I would like us all to be very aware of our own capacity to contribute rather than overextend our resources. And I mean, it's sad that we can't save the world in one day, but I would prefer to work slowly towards building up the school and filling the schedule rather than, yeah, just being very quick with that, because then I think the results would be less valuable.
Okay. I'm going to just jump in there. And so it is the hour. And so I'd like to invite other people to come into the conversation. And like last time, it doesn't mean that the board members have to be quiet now, but it's just anybody on the call now can join the conversation. So back to the board and to observers.
There are 5 more points maybe that we haven't discussed. Been discussed on only 1 point.
And you can ask yourself why that is. Why is it that we've only been discussing one point?
We haven't reached a solution, a decision about this point. So
that's true.
Yeah.
Mukhtar, would you like to speak on one of the points or all of the points at the same time? I don't know. What would you?
Yeah, maybe
like
2
to
more
do?
points if you don't mind. Maybe 2 more points, slight ones. Maybe I have,
Go
it can
ahead.
make sense.
Let's see.
1 point is, what do you think about replacing the word students in the group by learners instead of students?
Who are you asking?
The board of the, all the members.
And okay, would you start? What do you think? You would like to?
This is my suggestion. I would like that we replace the word students in the group by learners.
Great. Say anyone else.
Anyone else, please?
May I say something? So James.
It's Sheikh Mohammed from where?
Pakistan, sir. Osama, Muhammad
Go.
Osama from Pakistan.
Yes, I know who you are. I'm asking you for the benefit of everybody. Go ahead.
All right, sir. Well, the sir here mentioned that if we replace this word student with the learner, what I think is that student word, it's okay. I mean, like we don't have to just replace it with the learner. This word has been, I mean, from the past till now. That's what I can see everywhere, almost in every language, it's student. So that's my suggestion.
And the question is, can you join Mukhtar? Back to the group. Mukhtar, just because it's your proposal, I just want to check with you. Do you want to have a discussion about this, or would you like to take a vote?
Like maybe if it is at the level of the member of the board of directors, that would be more effective.
You'd like to have a vote just with the members of the board of directors?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yes. Yeah, it's fine.
It's not about what's fine. It's about
because
what
it
No.
hasn't happened before that we voted. Maybe you did that before I joined you. But if we have this possibility to vote on something, that's fine. I'd like to try it.
Okay, let's try it. So, members of the board of directors, the proposal on the table is change the name students to learners. Thumbs up if you'd like to change students to learners. 2 thumbs up, 1 thumbs down, 2 abstentions. Oh, excuse me. 2 thumbs up. Thumbs up from Ahmed and Mukhtar. Thumbs up from Fatima. And thumbs up from Claudette. So we have 4 thumbs up. So it passes.
Right.
To change the name students to learners.
Okay, one more thing about names is about the group. James Green's English classroom. Again, I suggest that we add a word to better define the group. a word like, maybe school, academy, center, and I have a suggestion for E-Academy, E capital E hyphen academy. James Green's English Classroom Academy or Academy, or I'm open to any other suggestion. Just I think we need a word to better define the group. But say it's an academy, it's a center, it's a school, a platform. Maybe we need to add a word to make it clear.
And because you don't know the word, I assume that you would like to just have a discussion about this, the name. Not a vote, because you're not making a clear proposal, right?
Not a vote.
Okay, say anyone else.
Anyone else, please?
May I again, Mr. James?
Each time you speak, please say your name and where you're from. This is Sheikh
Usama
Mohammed
from Pakistan.
Usama from Pakistan.
All right, sir. So it's Usama from Pakistan. Yes, that's a very good suggestion. He said that that's would be a more clear, like a conspicuous name, James English Academy. It really sounds very good, rather than James Green's English Classroom.
Usama,
There are lots of classes every day.
Great.
Mhm.
Just
Yes, sir.
the way we work here is when you're done, just say anyone else. That will be the signal for people to know you're done and can jump in the conversation. If you're not done, just keep talking.
All right, sir. So that's what I want to say, that we have many classes every day there, every week. So that's like an academy, not a classroom. So I would suggest, I agree with this, Sir Mukhtar, that the group name should be changed to James Green's English Academy. That's all.
Anyone else?
This is Nelly from Germany. I agree that it would be good to reflect that it's not just a classroom, but a school or something like that. So I agree that this is nice. I also see a lot of work in changing all the names in all spaces. So it should better be a good decision. We should all like the new name before we make the work of changing it. And I see that it's for a native speaker or someone who is fluent in English. I might agree that E-Academy is a nice play of words, but I'm worried that someone who's just learning English, it's not a word. E-Academy, it doesn't exist. It's a new word, neologism, and I think it might be not suitable for us to teach such a wrong word to people who just come in contact with English. So I don't like that particular word so very much, but yeah. Anyone else?
This is Claudette from Mexico, and I totally agree with Nelly. Yes, I would prefer to keep it the same way. I feel familiar when I'm looking in the chats. It says classroom, and that's very easy to recognize. So my mind is there right now, and then making that change, I would not like that idea right now. I prefer to keep it. I agree with Nelly. Back to the group.
May I say something about E-Academy? E here is standing for like an email, or it's like stands for electronic. So it's an academy, it's an online academy. So this is and it's just a suggestion.
I want to say something. I actually love the name E-Academy because academy is the name of the original school in Greece created by Plato. And so the play on words of E-Academy for me is just right up my alley. I love it. Anyone else?
This is Amal. Actually, I agree with this point to change the name. Actually, we're working with like the academy system. We have the Discord, we have the teacher group of the teacher, we have the board of director groups, we have the student, actually we working with the academy system. Why not to change the name? The classroom to the academy. I think I am so happy when you wanted to change the name. I agree with this point. James Green English Academy. That is wonderful name.
Okay, Nelly again. I'm warming up to the word academy or academy, even academy. I'm wondering if we want to keep the James Green in the name. Yeah, if we
Yeah, of course we
are
should.
doing the work of changing
Mukhtar,
names.
Mukhtar, one at a time, one at a time, one at a time.
Anyone else?
Go ahead, Mukhtar.
Yeah, of course we should keep James Green, as actually my suggestion was James Green English Classroom Academy, or maybe we can just omit classroom and we replace it by academy. Of course, we should keep James Green's English.
And why, of course?
Because I mean, this is how the group is known now, and it's for the best of the group. If we don't change the whole name, we just. My point is that we just. I was looking for a word to define the group, not just changing the name for the sake of changing the name. I was looking for a word to define the group better.
And you would like to define the group by my person.
Yeah, because I mean, this is not the. I mean, this is very important for you're the founder, and I'd like to keep your name in the group. And the group has been working with this name for not long enough, maybe to keep this, but we just add something to better define the group for the sake of the group. When people say James Green's group is an academy, or a school, or it is just a platform, or something. There must be something to better define it. That's my point.
The question is, though, can you join Nelly? Because,
Yeah.
and maybe you can't, and that's okay. The way I suggest we work here is by joining each other. Back to you.
Oh, I can't join Nelly. I'm totally on the opposite side.
You cannot join Nelly. You're on the opposite side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good to notice that. That's all. I never want you to force a join. Just name it. Notice it. Back to you. Do I get a say in this? Do I get a say in my name being used for the group in perpetuity?
Is it being used or not being used?
Mukhtar, I might ask for a co-host to come in and a co-chair to chair, because you and I are getting into a role lock.
No, you asked the question and I asked for clarification. You said I have a say about keeping my name there.
What was your? Well, I didn't understand your clarification.
Yeah, I asked it if you're asking about is it keeping or not keeping your name? Are you asking for having a say about keeping or not keeping your name? That was my clarification.
Yeah, my clarification was, maybe I was being indirect. Let me be more direct and say, I see value in dropping my name from the name of this group. Rather than identifying the group with me personally, I see value in having a name which reflects the ownership of the group by a larger constituency. Now, you might not agree with me. I see you shaking your head, Mukhtar, and it's okay to not agree with me. But that's my point. You'd like to use my name, and I actually see it differently. Back to you.
vote on it.
Could you join me? Could you summarize and join me before making your voting proposal?
Right. You said that you think that it would, yeah, you don't see the point of keeping your name in the group. Maybe it would be better if we've changed the whole name. Am I right?
Close. I'm saying that I see value in searching for a name which unlinks me as a person from the idea of having a group like this. Now, I don't have a name necessarily to replace it, so I'm fine using my name and the current name for the time being, but I do see value in the long run in finding a name which delinks it from me as a person. Could you try to get that?
Yes, you said you don't see a value in keeping your name, in linking the group to you by keeping your name in it, and that maybe not necessarily now, but maybe in the future, we should come up with a more suitable name.
Good enough.
Right. And this is
Now,
not what I think.
Now, before you come in with your but, can you notice that you're coming in with a but?
Not a but. It's not a but. I say
It's
I don't.
it's a total disagreement. That's what a but is.
Yeah.
So you realize that.
Yeah.
Do you know how I suggest people introduce a difference?
They ask.
Huh?
I mean, they ask the group.
You know.
I do. Yeah.
Oh, do you know why you don't want to do that?
I just give my own opinion. I mean, this is my opinion. I don't agree. Then it's open to the group to give their. I'd like to listen from them.
I'm sorry. What you'd like to listen to people?
Yeah. You don't believe me, do you?
You have a mind read.
Yeah, I was just the way. Okay, I was just teasing. Yes, I do like to listen from the rest of the members of the board of directors, and see what they think about keeping or not keeping your name in the name of the group.
And so you're dropping your difference. You're dropping yourself. Actually, you don't want to listen. A moment ago, at least, you didn't want to listen. You wanted to bring in a total different opinion. And then I asked you if you would just ask first, and you're dropping yourself rather than asking to bring in your difference.
I gave my opinion, then I asked it for the rest of the group to give their opinions.
No, that's not what happened. Right now, you wanted to disagree with my opinion.
Yeah, then I'd like to see the others, if they agree or disagree.
No.
If they will join me or you.
No, that's not what happened.
Maybe you have a different reading.
I have a very different, I have a very different idea of what's happening right now, Mukhtar. Mukhtar?
Yeah.
Could you follow my lead as the chair?
Yeah, sure.
If you'd like to bring in a difference, I'd like you to ask first, rather than just bringing it in. Because I actually, as the chair, I'm not only concerned with one or another opinion. It's my job as the chair to make it possible for different opinions to have a chance to get aired. And as a facilitator, I know that if you just bring in your disagreement, you don't have as good of a chance, a fighting chance to get your minority opinion into the group. So I want to root for you and for anyone with a minority opinion. Just ask before you do it so you don't get ignored.
Okay, let me, if you don't mind, let me give it another try.
Go.
I don't, yeah, no, you said,
No, I said go.
go, okay. I don't join James in his suggestion. And I'd like to hear from you, members of the group.
Now, I'm going to jump in again as in my role as chair. We've got 9 minutes left of the meeting, and I'd like to call in the silent subgroup, people who have been on this call and who have not yet spoken. Quite a big group. Martinez, Miguel, Shimbakirari, Thabir, Juan, everyone else. I'm not going to go through all the names. If you haven't spoken and you'd like to say anything, now's your chance.
Okay. Hey, hello.
Martinez Edwin from?
Managua, Nicaragua. Do you know where it's located?
Go ahead, Martinez from Nicaragua.
Okay, it's my first time here. So nice to meet all of you guys. My name is Evan. I'm from Managua, Nicaragua. Well, I'm 28 years old and I'm here because I really want to improve my English skills.
We're having a board of directors meeting and glad you could participate, Martinez. Anyone else in the silent subgroup want to say something? Luca Gopas, Amira El Mastiri, Maruf, Kawa, Naim, Rosa from Mexico. Miguel, I see your hand up. Go ahead. Where are you from? Miguel? You want to unmute yourself? If you find a way to unmute yourself at any point, just come on in. Anyone else who has been silent?
This is Amira.
Yes, Amira.
Amira from Libya. I see this meeting is very hard for all. I think this meeting hard because some of them still don't understanding the idea or the what the group we need something new and alive, not to give just only option and opinion and something like this and no reality in this group. So this is my opinion. I see maybe I'm wrong, maybe, but
Amira, may I work with you on what you brought in? So you're being a little vague. Who doesn't understand what?
Yes, about the rules of this meeting.
Who doesn't understand the rules?
I think I see Mukhtar, not personality, but Mukhtar.
Yeah, don't take this personally, Mukhtar. It's not about you. Amira, what rule would you like Mukhtar to understand?
Just listening and understanding first and then talk, because you need
slow. Pause at the because.
Yeah.
I want to get a t-shirt. If somebody wants to get me a t-shirt that says pause at the because. Pause at the because. So you want Mukhtar to understand, to understand before speaking.
Yes.
That's it. And then because, forget it. Just you don't need it. It's the you want Mukhtar to understand, you want Mukhtar to know the rule. I call it a guideline. Understand before speaking. Great.
Yes. And I want all of students when coming to this class, just only for benefit or take the whole benefit, just only listening and understand, because we missed a lot of time, just only to waiting someone quiet and then talk. Anyone else?
Actually, there's 5 minutes left, so I'm going to jump into a lightning round of surprises learnings for everybody. Surprises learnings, who's got one?
I'm learning that it makes sense to discuss stuff that is only for a little group within that little group and not within people who are not engaged in that part of the decision making.
Other surprises learnings, satisfactions, dissatisfactions, discoveries, next moves.
This is Claudette from Mexico.
Claudette, then Kawa.
Okay, go ahead, Kawa. I want to listen to you.
Lady first.
Ladies first, do you accept that, Claudette?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, sure. I am really happy. I am surprised how every Friday we are here, the board of directors. Well, only one was missing, but we are so much enthusiastic and coming and to see how everything was going after 1 week. Sometimes waiting for Fridays, that makes me feel happy. Okay, back to you, Kawa.
Kawa?
My side, I am done satisfied about change the name of the class James, because for that, if we change the name academy, it's open something new about us, and we struggle about the problem. I think it's makes sense. It's no need to change the name. We want to take time in order everyone to know and to learn how role and how understand each other. Thank you.
Kawa, it was hard to hear you because of the connection, but I thought there was a satisfaction that we are thinking about changing the name at least.
Right. Because I want everyone, including the board director, learn about how rule, how to deal with the rules, and it's open. If we change the name, we open a lot of problems face us. It's makes sense. We don't need the change of the class.
Kawa, it's Kawa. I don't. We only have a minute left. I don't quite know the whole point, but I hear that you want the board of directors to know the rules also. So let's leave it there, Kawa. Kawa, I think there's only a minute. I want to open it up to any final
okay.
surprises, learnings.
This is Khan.
Go ahead, Khan.
Yeah, today I exactly discover a new thing, how to exactly work teacher with an umbrella. So it's really experience for my future. And I would like to hear some Mr. Greens. You have
what?
What?
Work with a teacher with a what? Umbrella?
An umbrella, like that. You all are all teachers are together and just making a meet. So I just call it umbrella. But it's a
umbrella.
An umbrella, yeah.
Could you spell that? I don't quite understand.
Oh, well, it's exactly the thing we use in the rainy season.
Oh, it is umbrella. Okay, so somehow the metaphor for us working together is an umbrella. Okay.
Teachers.
Okay.
So Yeah, I would like to hit up to all the teachers and all the members because we are having a new name, new platform in James Green's English, maybe Academy or something like that. So it's discovery, one kind of discovery for us. Thank you.
It's up for discussion. On that point, we'll end. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, board. Thank you, observers. Thank you, group, for great conversation and your hard work. See you later in class or online. Have a good day, rest of your day, and see you
Have a
tomorrow.
good.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.